Days of Our Lives rearmost news Gaby's captivity release. Johnny accuses EJ of fake baby sympathy. Bobby solves crime. Raw Tate and Holly, Gaby, and Stefan hit the shower. Felicitations to all Days of Our Lives suckers. Do not forget to subscribe for the rearmost updates. Days of Our Lives Gaby's captivity release. Johnny accuses EJ of fake baby sympathy. Days of Our Lives spoilers recap for Friday, June 28, reveals that Chanel DiMera had to stay overnight for observation, just as a Palladium. So Johnny DiMera pledged to recoup some of Chanel's effects from home. Chanel advised Johnny not to let Paulina Price in her sanitarium room. So Johnny stood up to Paulina in the staying area and pushed her to admire Chanel's wishes. Paulina gave Abe Carver updates on Chanel's confinement and the fact that Chanel was condemning her mama due to the radiation exposure. Abe tried to put in a good word for Paulina when he visited Chanel's bedside, but she snapped at him. Abe took that as his sign to back off, so he just sat with Chanel for a bit and kept her company while Johnny was gone. At the DiMera Manse on Friday's Days occasion, EJ DiMera spoke with Rafe Hernandez over the phone and pushed him to find Melinda Trask so she could hand over the Black Book. EJ was willing to move forward with the impunity deal, so Rafe set up Melinda following a taco run and dragged her down to the police station. Melinda was skeptical when she heard the impunity deal was passing, but she agreed to hand over the Black Book that would clear Gaby Hernandez DiMera's name. The catch was that Melinda wanted the new deal inked, sealed, and delivered before she surrendered the book. At Statesville on Friday's band occasion, Stefan DiMera assured Gaby that she was coming home moment, but Gaby plotted to believe it despite Stefan's explanation. Gaby wondered why EJ would lift a cutlet to help either one of them, but Stefan acted like he induced EJ that DiMera family fidelity came first. Indeed so, Gaby knew there was further to the story and remained suspicious. Stefan got Gaby to fantasize the details of her imminent captivity release to make it feel real. Rafe ultimately showed up and cracked a joke to indicate that Gaby was indeed a free woman, so she fell into his arms and offered her gratefulness. Moments laterally, Stefan pulled Gaby into a passionate kiss and ignored the no-touching collar rules since she was being released. Back at the DiMera Manse on Friday's Days occasion, Johnny broke the news to EJ about Chanel losing the baby. EJ tried to offer sympathy, but Johnny snapped at him and asked if it was indeed real. Since EJ was preliminarily against the idea of Chanel keeping her future child, Johnny lashed out. EJ assured Johnny that his sympathy was legal and suggested that when his son was in pain, he was in pain as well. Johnny accepted that EJ was authentically showing compassion, so he embraced his father. At the sanitarium again on Friday's Days of Our Lives show, Johnny set up Abe sitting by Chanel's bedside and took over comforting her. Chanel said Johnny could still make his flight to Los Angeles and start work on the movie set hereafter. But Johnny didn't watch about any of that and just wanted to be there with Chanel. At The Spectator, Eric Brady told Nicole DiMera that he might be leaving Salem since he demanded some time to accept that he was not Jude DiMera, aka Jude Brady's father. Although Nicole hoped that Eric didn't go, she also understood if that's what he'd to do. Eric refocused out that he hadn't heard back on the resumes he transferred out, so his departure wasn't a done deal yet. Eric also sang the Itsy Bitsy Spider to settle Jude down in his stroller, so Nicole watched the warm moment and suggested she'd have to flash back that trick. Subsequently, Eric set up Paulina looking distrait at the cantina, so he heard about Chanel's confinement and latterly spoke to Abe about it. At the DiMera Manse on Friday's Days occasion, EJ told Nicole about Chanel losing the baby. Nicole participated how agonized she was for Chanel and Johnny before she took Jude upstairs. Next, Melinda ambled in and thanked EJ for the impunity deal. Melinda was especially thankful since it meant there was no way for EJ to avenge when she told Nicole that Eric was Jude's father. Although EJ wondered why Melinda would do that, she refocused out that he stole the DA job from her. EJ shocked as Nicole walked in the room, since Melinda was ready to unmask the sap. Days of Our Lives spoilers say EJ will have to suppose presto and figure out a way to stop Melinda's loose lips. So stick with us for further prognostications on his strategy. Days of Our Lives week of July 1 preview: Bobby solves crime. Raw, Tate, and Holly, Gaby, and Stefan hit the shower. Days of Our Lives spoilers exercise videotape for the July 1 to 5 reveals that EJ DiMera will get a welcome interruption when Stefan DiMera brings Gaby Hernandez DiMera home from Statesville. It'll buy EJ some time since Melinda Trask is hanging to tell Nicole DiMera that Eric Brady is Jude DiMera, aka Jude Brady's bio pater. EJ will pipe up about how awful it's that Gaby's free and open his arms for a clinch, but she'll put a hand up and contend she's not feeling it. Still, Gaby's homecoming will distract Melinda long enough for EJ to come up with a new plan. It looks like EJ will try to score Melinda a job at DiMera Enterprises, but that will bring some new challenges. As for Stefan and Gaby, they'll strip down for a sizzling scene in the shower together, so they'll take full advantage of her freedom and their long-awaited reunion. In the meantime, Brady Black will decide to shoot Tate Black to lacrosse camp in upstate New York. When Theresa Donovan gets updates on Brady's idea to shoot Tate there for the summer, he'll contend they need to get their son out of Holly Jonah's route. Tate will obviously throw a fit over all this, but Brady will advise that he's going whether he likes it or not. Days spoilers say Tate will have other plans, so he'll give Holly a call and ask how she'd feel about running down together. Days of Our Lives exercise videotape also shows Holly and Tate participating a kiss underneath some fireworks, so they'll manage to squeeze in some 4th of July fun. Other days spoilers say Robert Bobby Steen aka Everett Lynch will stand his ground. Marlena Evans will bring Stephanie Johnson to Bayview, where Bobby will advise that no bone will ever see Everett again. Let him out, you bastard. Stephanie snaps in Days of Our Lives' daily promo. Jada Hunter will also pay Bobby a visit, which will pave the way for a shocking twist. Bobby will claim he can help Jada break a crime before joking that it's nothing too serious. Just a murder. This may be about the riddle of who took down Lai Shin, since there's a brief shot of that apartment set toward the end of the exercise. Days head writer Ron Carlovetti may have had a different ending in mind for that story than the Scab Pens did. This could be Carlovetti's chance to reveal that someone other than Gil Carter was responsible for Lai's demise. Could Bobby himself be to condemn, or did he substantiation commodity that night? Anyhow, our prognostications point to Bobby delivering some stunning new details, but Jada may have her dubieties about whether his intel can be trusted. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Jada will have plenitude of questions, so stay tuned for all the wild news that's still to come. Thanks for watching these vids. Please hit the subscribe button for further streamlined news.